Today is very auspicious day, Ekadashi Tithi, also known as Harivasar, means very dear to Krishna. If someone performs devotional practice on this day, then he will get 10 million times more benefit, 1 crore. So dear to Supreme Lord. Of all fastings in all scriptures, Ekadashi is the highest. Even Janmashtami, Ram Navami, all these fasting, if they come together with Ekadashi, then you have to give importance on Ekadashi. We have heard about the appearance of Ekadashi, how she came, and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he also requested his mother to follow Ekadashi. Also, by his own example, he did, and he ordered Sanatana Goswami to write how devotees should observe Ekadashi. It is by giving up all kinds of enjoyments, giving up all kinds of sinful activities, and with all good qualities, which means with pure devotion, one has to remain near Krishna. That is possible by serving him, mainly by chanting his name in this world. That is why Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did this. He gathered all his personal associates, pure devotees, and in the pure house of Srivas Pandit, because he's a pure devotee, they did kirtan, Nama Kirtan, from early morning, whole day and whole night, without eating, sleeping, and drinking. We are not able to do, because their body is transcendental body. We are unable to do, and also we have no such devotion. But we should try to do as much as possible, increase on the day of Ekadashi, then that will help us progress in devotional progress. It is one of the 10 most important limbs of devotional practice. One of the first 10 given by Rupa Goswami. So it is very important. And it gives much sukriti. Those who are not yet awakened that faith in Krishna, if they observe Ekadashi, that will give them immense sukriti. It will quickly bring them to faith. Yesterday also we were observing appearance day of Ganga Mata Gosvamini. We could not yet complete her biography. We will continue today. Yesterday we heard that she was a daughter of a king. So naturally there is much opulence and comfort, but she was not interested in any kind of sense gratification. From child he was interested only in the service of Krishna. And when parents, they wanted to arrange marriage for her, she refused. She said, no, I will not marry any mortal being. That is non-eternal relation. Relation with Krishna is eternal only, and that is actual relation. All other relations are temporary, and in that sense false. No jiva is father to another jiva. No jiva is husband of another jiva. That is all false, bodily thing. So when one is realized in his eternal relation with Krishna, and also how he is related with all other jivas in relation to Krishna, then he cannot enter into such non-eternal, worldly non-eternal relations. They may accept dharma patni or dharma pati, like assistant in following dharma, husband or wife in assisting or cooperating for dharma, that is okay, like Srinivasacharya did. But for any other purpose, or if such is not the desire of Krishna, then they will not enter. So she, after her mother left this world, left body, she immediately left house, though very rich, but she was not interested in that. They cannot get any kind of happiness by enjoying these worldly things. Already they tasted the nectar of service of Krishna, which is transcendental, and nothing worldly can help you in getting that. So she came to Vrindavan and met all Vaishnavas there, and she was particularly attracted to Haridas Pandit. We heard yesterday his glories. He is a disciple of Ananta Acharya, who is disciple of Gadadhar Pandit. So both Ananta Acharya and Haridas Pandit, they are pure devotees. Yesterday we heard they have all good qualities. So she, Sachi was her name, she wanted to take shelter of Haridas Pandit. But Haridas Pandit was at first hesitating, seeing her rich background. He was not sure whether really she's serious for bhajan. Because Diksha can be given to one who is serious for bhajan, not just to anyone. Otherwise it is a kind of offense, disservice to Krishna. But if you give Diksha to a sincere soul, faithful soul, desirous of serving Krishna, then that is service to Krishna. So when he saw that really she is serious for bhajan, she was doing great austerities and chanting Harinam, everything she did, and with asceticism, renounced mood. Then he gave her mantra, and he also ordered so after getting Diksha, she began to engage in intense bhajan and also eating only madhukari, what she begged from the houses of Brajavasis. Little from each house, not in one house full meal. Something here, something there, like this. Then after 1 year of such intense bhajan, then Guru told her, you go to Radhakunda. There you do bhajan. And there was her god sister, Lakshmi Priya. She was doing bhajan there, 3 lakhs chanting every day on the bank of Radhakund, and they did bhajan together and also doing daily Govardhan Parikrama. From Radhakund, if you go, then you come down, Kushum Sarovar will come, then Manasi Ganga, Govinda Kunda, and then further down you go, there are many kundas, then Jatipura, then Govardhan village, then Udap Kunda, and you come back to Radha Kunda. Depends how fast you walk, but at least like 5-6 hours is minimum to walk. So they were walking and doing Harinam. Little drinking and some madhukari here and there, little chapati, doing like this every day. Then after many years of such intense practice, then her guru, Haridas Pandit, he told her, now you will have to go to Puri to recover the place of Sarvam Bhattacharya, because that was broken down and no one was taking care, but it is very important place for Gauriya Vaishnavas, because Sarvam Bhattacharya took Chaitanya Mahaprabhu there after Mahaprabhu fainted in Jagannath temple. First, Sarvam, he brought him there, and there he taught him Vedanta Sutra, but ultimately Mahaprabhu explained to him what is the real meaning of Vedanta Sutra. And after Sarvam Bhattacharya surrendered to him, then in that place Mahaprabhu showed him his six-armed form there. So that is very holy place for all Gauriya Vaishnavas. Even now in Jagannath temple in Puri, they are worshipping inside the temple that six-hand form of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So Guru told her, you will have to recover that place. So she went there immediately following the order of Guru. That is highest bhajan, to follow the order of Guru. Then she came there and she started to preach Bhagavatam classes she was giving in different places, and so many people became attracted. Even king of Puri, he came to hear her Bhagavatam class. So naturally, people, they gave some donations. So in this way, she could collect money to recover that place and to repair. According to Utkala Kanda, there was a king Shweta in the Treta Yuga who was a devotee of Lord Jagannath. He made arrangements for Lord Jagannath's bhog just as Indradyumna had done. Indradyumna Maharaj is original who brought Jagannath, means Jagannath appeared for him. Nil Madhav appeared as Jagannath to him. So one morning, this king, Shweta, he came to the temple and saw the offerings which were made by the gods, means demigods, thousands and thousands of wonderful gifts which were beyond the power of any mortal to present to the Lord. We are Martya Loka here, mortal world. Above that is Svarga Loka. There they also have to give up that position, but it is very long, so they are like immortal. And there is opulence is much more. So what demigods were offering to Jagannath, no any mortal, no anyone in this world can offer such things. So King Shweta became disturbed at the insignificance of his own offerings and stood at the temple door, his head hung in shame. As he was meditating on his own insignificance, he had a vision in which he saw Lakshmi Devi herself taking his food offerings and feeding them to the main Lord Jagannath deities as well as to the Vijaya Vigraha, that small deities, who were eating them with great enthusiasm. The king immediately thought himself consummated by this vision, and he continued to serve Lord Jagannath with unflagging enthusiasm. It is not important whether you are rich or poor or how much you are able to offer, you will offer, but the most important thing is your dedication, your love. Even if you are very poor, Krishna says, if you offer me leaf, flower, water, fruit, I will accept. But the main ingredient is with devotion. Even you don't have anything. That Pratishtampur Brahmin, he was so poor, but he mentally offered to Krishna. And Krishna was very happy and took him to Vaikuntha. So this is not the main point, is your devotion. So Jagannath was happily eating. Lord Jagannath eventually granted him the boon of being liberated in a spot which faces Matsya Madhava, halfway between Akshaya Bhat and the ocean, which was subsequently named Shweta Madhava in his honor. The pond excavated here was also named Shweta Ganga, the white Ganges. The pond excavated here was also named Shweta Ganga, the white Ganges. On the banks of this pond, deities of Shweta Madhava, Matsya Madhava, and the 9 planets are still worshipped. In Vedic astrology, there are 9 planets, but Uranus and Neptune are also there. But they are mentioned, but they are not relevant for calculating the horoscope chart of someone. That is why they are not mentioned. But it is not that they don't know. They know, but they are not relevant to calculation of chart and influence like this. One night, the king of Orissa, Mukunda Dev, had a dream in which Jagannath Dev appeared to him and told him to give Sachi Devi a tract of land bordering on this Shweta Ganga. The next morning, the king joyfully came to see Sachi Devi and told her about the dream. Though she had no interest in increasing her worldly possessions, Sachi Devi decided to accept the king's gift for the sake of her Guru-given mission to improve the condition of Sarvam Bhattacharya's house. They are not interested in worldly things, but they are accepting for the service of Krishna, like our Krishna Das Babaji Maharaj, Prabhupada's disciple, Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur. He was fully renounced, only 1 cloth, 2 cloth, and nothing. But once in Puri, one very rich man stopping car on the road, he gave him big donation on the road. Babaji Maharaj accepted because it was at that time that our Gurudev could recover that birthplace of Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, but our mat had no money. How they will build temple? So then Babaji Maharaj, he saw it is the arrangement of Krishna. So he made relation with that who gave money, that money, and also further he was. So ultimately that man gave full amount for building of temple. Though Babaji Maharaj never accepted any money for himself, even whatever was given to him, he would immediately give to other Vaishnavas. But this time, because by transcendental vision, he saw this is Krishna is sending for the temple of my Gurudev. So like here, same thing, she accepted. She performed the service of the deities at this place by begging from door to door. Wherever there is true devotion to the Lord and the service to the devotees is the real interest, the trouble which one accepts in service is not seen as trouble, but rather as a special opportunity and a source of joy. Not long afterwards, a miraculous occurrence took place. One Krishna Trayodashi, an opportune moment came for the Mahavaruni Ganga's bath. Many people who seek to accumulate pious credits make the trip to the Ganges for this auspicious occasion. Indeed, many people asked Sachi Devi to accompany them, but she could not abandon her Kshetra Sannyas vows or her service to the deities, so she was obliged to plead that it was impossible for her to go. Kshetra Sannyas means you vowed you will remain in that holy place for the rest of your life, never going out. And why she took that Kshetra Sannyas? Only because her Guru ordered her to recover that place and maintain that place. So she did not want to abandon Guru's service and also deity service for something like taking bath in Ganga for some Sukriti. She's already far beyond Sukriti. She's doing direct devotion. So we should not mistake. When Gadadhar Pandit was ready to break Kshetra, Sannyas vow, and also service to Diti, he did so for the service of Mahaprabhu, not for something less important. So here in her case, she was not ready to abandon her Guru and Bhagavan service for something pious. Even though she did not really want to go, Jagannath Dev himself made arrangements for her to bath in the Ganges. Means Jagannath wanted to show that if someone is engaged in the service of Krishna, then automatically everything is done. All pious activities, everything, that sarva karma kritoha, everything is done. All your duties, everything is done by the service of Krishna. Someone who outwardly are not understand, oh, she did not take bath, she is not, but they cannot understand pure devotion. Like Prahlad, he had to do Shraddh ceremony because not all will understand that he already liberated his father by his devotion. So here also, Jagannath wanted to show what kind of devotee she is, pure devotee, and everything is automatically done by her pure devotion. That night he, means Jagannath, appeared to her in a dream and told her to take bath in the Shweta Ganga in the middle of the night. Sachi Devi followed his instructions, but as soon as she entered the water, Ganga appeared there. She was carried away in a strong river current, and she suddenly found herself inside the Jagannath temple. She could see herself bathing in the midst of the other residents of Puri Dham. She could hear the joyful noise of the bathing crowds. Yesterday we heard how Ganga Devi personified Ganga, how she appeared and what is her pastime. So she can appear anywhere. She's not limited. Similarly, she appeared in Puri. Similarly, one day Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda Devi, they were thinking, at least once in a life we should take bath in Ganga. That is very auspicious. So they were preparing to make a long trip to take bath in Ganga, and Krishna thought why they will take travel. Then Krishna himself brought Ganga there to Brajadham by his desire, by his will. That is Manasi Ganga. In Govardhan Parikrama, Manasi Ganga. If you take bath there, that is Ganga, same as Ganga Snan. No need to go there. So for pure devotees, Krishna can make such arrangement. So Nanda Maharaj and Jashoda, they took bath in that Ganga. They did not go outside of Brajamandal. The temple gatekeepers awakened on hearing this commotion, gatekeepers of Jagannath temple, because she was carried by that Ganga inside the Jagannath temple. So then there was some sound, and gatekeepers, they awakened hearing this commotion and called the temple superintendent. They in turn gave a report to the king himself, who ordered them to open the temple doors. When they finally flung the doors open, they saw no one but Sachi Devi standing there alone. Lord Jagannath's pujaris were confused and at first did not know what to do. They assumed that Sachi Devi had hidden herself in the temple with the intention of robbing the deities' valuables, and that they had caught her red-handed. But by their suspicions and accusations, they committed an offense to this great devotee. As a result, they were attacked by various diseases and distresses, so much so that the service to Lord Jagannath was affected. The pujaris were all sick, who will do arati, offer bhoga. Jagannath Dev finally appeared to King Mukunda Dev again and told him what had really happened. Sometimes we think something, but that may not be true. The truth is what is important. We may accuse someone based on our own speculation, which is not true. So that is also not good. Jagannath, yes, being influenced by, so Jagannath had to tell what actually happened. He knows and he can tell. Being influenced by Sachi Devi's pure devotional attitude, Lord Jagannath himself had made the Ganges flow from his feet to bath Sachi Devi directly in those currents. Ganga is coming from the feet of Vishnu. Here Jagannath made the same thing for her. The king and the other servants of the Lord could only be freed from their offenses if they apologized to Sachi Devi and took initiation from her. Here, Jagannath himself is giving order to Sachi Devi, who is a female lady, to give initiation. Then I cannot understand why some are telling ladies should not give initiation, just because they are ladies. Of course, they must be qualified. That is Shrotriya Brahmanishta. They must have knowledge of Shastra and also realization, full dedication to Krishna. But if that qualification is there, then they can give initiation. Why not? It is not limited by body something. One who has knowledge of Krishna, Krishna Tattva Veta Sai Guru Hoy. Here Jagannath himself is giving this order to give initiation. From whom all Shastras are coming? From Supreme Lord. If Supreme Lord orders this, then why you are speculating on Shastra? Also Nityananda Prabhu, he is Bhagavan, he is Supreme Lord, Baladev. He saw, or he ordered Janava Mata to give initiation. So King Mukunda Dev went to Sachi Devi with his entourage, the temple guards and servants. They paid her their prostrated obeisances and begged for her forgiveness. But another thing is, you will find many like Guru Parampara lines where there are female gurus mentioned, but if they had no realization, then that is another thing. Means not qualified. So that may be rejected, but not if genuine devotion is in some lady, then she can be guru. But it is not like just based on bodily female or that cannot or can give initiation. It is not like that. The qualification is guru. Qualification of guru is given by Shastra, Shrotriya Brahmanishta, also Jnanina Tattva Darshina, and Shabde Parichanishnattam. This is. And Krishna Tattva Veta by Chaitanya Charitamrita. So they paid their prostrated obeisances and begged for her forgiveness. Though the king and all the pujaris, etc., asked her for initiation, she only gave the mantra to the king in obedience to Lord Jagannath's order. The king wanted to give a large amount of land as Guru Dakshina, but Sachi Devi refused it because no necessity. Her desire is only to serve Krishna. What is necessary for her service to Krishna, that she will accept, not more than that or less than that. When the king continued to beg for an opportunity to render service, she finally said that every midday he could send 2 containers of prasad rice and 1 of the vegetables, a cloth, and 160 paisa for the service of the Vaishnavas. Not for herself, she wanted to serve Vaishnavas, giving them prasad, cloth, also money. If you go in India, there is some festival going on. Then you will get Harikatha first, then prasad, and they will also give envelope with some money that is part of service. At least for your travel expenses, they will give to those who are ascetics, brahmacharis and sannyasis, or some prominent Vaishnavas. They will give. For householder, they are already earning, no need, but they will give money and sometimes some cloth also you will get, or gopi chandan for tilak, or bag for japamala. Some gifts you will get. Depends how opulent that host is, how he will serve. So she also wanted to serve Vaishnavas. From that day onward, Sachi Devi was known as Ganga Mata, and Sarvam Bhattacharya's house as Ganga Mata Mat, monastery. How it is possible for something to be mat if that is monastery, means where monks or ascetics live? How it is possible for something to be mat if a lady cannot be renounced also, ascetic? Some also they go against this, but it is not according to Shastra. You will find in Bhaktivinoda Thakur's Chaitanya Shikshamrita, also in Gopal Bhatta Goswami Satkriya Sardipika, giving example of Madhavi Devi during the time of Mahaprabhu. She was a ascetic lady, like a sannyasi. Gosvamini, here also Ganga Mata Gosvamini. And in Upanishad, you will find one is Gargi, one is Maitreyi. They are ladies, but they are learning Veda, which is generally not in those times. It was not for ladies, but some special ladies, if they are qualified, the Brahmin, they were studying Veda. They got Brahma Gyan, and they were ascetics. Also in Brindaban, Purnamasi, she's sannyasi, ascetic lady, wearing saffron cloth. And some other tapasvinis like this. They may be, it is rare, but it is not absolutely excluded. Our Parangurdev also allowed 2 female devotees to remain as ascetic. He said, no need to get married, you do bhajan. Generally, for ladies, marriage is there, generally, in Shastra also, but in some exceptional cases, rare cases, they may do bhajan in ascetic life. And to this day, after the midday offering at the Jagannath temple, these same items are sent to the Ganga Mata Mat till today. It's very famous, this Ganga Mata Mat. If you go to Puri, this is Sarvam Bhattacharya's place. All Gauriya Vaishnavas, they visit there during Parikram. I also went when I was there. There you will find that Shadbhuj Gaur, 6-armed Gaur, and Damodar Shila worshipped by Sarvam Bhattacharya. You can see that. And there are other deities you hear now. Another of those who were blessed by initiation from Ganga Mata Gosvamini was a certain Smarta Brahman named Mahirat Sharma from Dhananjaypur. There was a deity of Krishna named Rasika Rai in the house of Chandra Sharma, a resident of Jaipur in Rajasthan. As a result of Seva Aparat, offenses in the performance of service to this deity, this Brahmana had no descendants to continue the family line. Seva Aparat, we have to be careful. Deity is not a joke. It is like a child. If you make a child and then you don't give him to eat, you don't give him clothes, you don't care, it is, he cannot survive. Even nowadays in state law, it is there. If you neglect child or if you do something wrong to child, then government will punish you for that, for neglecting child. So same, it is with deity. It is not that you will just install deity and then do whatever you like. No, you have to feed, you have to worship, everything you have to do. So Seva Aparat, and for that reason, he could not have child. Then who will serve this deity after you die? For that reason, these family traditions are there. They will have child for continuing the service of Supreme Lord, not for any other purpose. That either Guru Parampara, like in the Mat, there will be disciples, they will go on with the service, and they are disciples like this. Or family tradition, sons, daughters, they will continue, but they must be inclined to serve. So this Brahmana could not have any child due to Seva Aparat. Jagannath Dev appeared to him in a dream and told him to bring the deity to Puri and to give it to Ganga Mata if he wished to be rid of the effects of his offenses. The Brahmana did as he was told and appeared at Ganga Mata's door to offer her the service of Rasika Rai and Radharani. At first, she was not ready to accept, as it was impossible for her to give the kind of royal service which was due to such a deity. Finally, the Brahmana simply hid the deity amongst the tulasi bushes and went away. Rasika Rai, means this Krishna deity, appeared to Ganga Mata in a dream and told her that he wanted her to accept and serve him. Is his desire. First Jagannath told, now Krishna told, they are same person. Having been so ordered, Ganga Mata joyfully accepted the deity service and organized a festival in his honor. Devotees, they are very joyful when they get the service of Supreme Lord, because they are devotees, devoted to Krishna. At present, there are 5 pairs of deities in the Ganga Mata Mat. Shri Shri Radha Rasika Rai, Shri Shri Radha Shama Sundar, Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan, Shri Shri Radha Binod, and Shri Shri Radha Raman. Other than this, the Damodar Shalagram Shila of Sarvam Bhattacharya A dancing figure of Gauranga and the Gopal Diti are also present on the altar there. If you go to Puri, Ganga Mata Mat, you will get darshan of all these deities. According to the information given by the Mat, Ganga Mata was born on the Shukla Dashami of Jyeshta in 1601 and entered the eternal pastimes in 1721. Means she remained in this world for 120 years. Branches of her mat are found in Jagannath Puri, at the Haveli mat and Gopal mat, as well as Gopal mat in Tangi village in the Kotak district. Devotees of Krishna may be born in any race, in any caste, or indeed in either sex, female or male. They are to be considered the best of all and worshipable by all. Because of their devotion, one should not calculate this caste, that female, this is lower, this or no. Devotees should not judge in this way. They are worshipable because of their devotion. They are serving Krishna. They are all beneficial to all. When demigods, they approached Vishnu, that Hiranyakashipu is disturbing so much, and he took away all our powers, like you come and rescue, you solve the situation. Then Vishnu Bhagavan said, no, I will not come now, because you are requesting. When he will want to harm my devotee, that time I will come. Because my devotee, Prahlad Maharaj, he's thinking for the welfare of all. How? By serving Krishna, you serve all properly. But if there is any local interest, personal interest, then that is only temporary beneficial for you, not for all. So Bhagavan does not appear there. He appears in the heart of pure devotee or in front of pure devotee. They are actually doing good to all. So they are worshipable for all. Ganga Mata Goswami, she's lady, but she is to be worshipped by all. Like Devahuti, we heard. Devahuti, pure devotee. So they are to be considered the best of all and worshipable by all. Ganga Mata Goswamini is a perfect example of that. There are many examples of women who attained the supreme achievement of pure devotional service to the Lord, such as the wives of the Vedic Brahmanas in Dwapar Yuga. You remember, Krishna and Balaram came to nearby forest with cowherd boys, and they were requesting those Brahmins for food, but they did not give. But wives of Brahmins they gave, and they became pure devotees, who due to their pure bhakti ignored the orders of their husbands to serve Krishna. In the Kali Yuga also, as a result of the blessings of Haridas Thakur, a prostitute was transformed into a renowned Vaishnavi. And many great devotees went to seek audience, means darshan, with her in order to receive her saintly association. You heard that prostitute came to, on the order of that, Ramchandra Khan, who was envious of Haridas Thakur, she came to bring him down. But you cannot bring down pure devotee. Pure devotee uplifted her. If I am not pure devotee and I will preach with pride, then others will bring me down. Like if I don't know how to swim and I try to rescue others from the river, how I will go down. So preaching is not a joke. You have to be competent. You have to be rescued, liberated soul. Then you can rescue others. Otherwise, how it is possible? But if you are not pure devotee but sincere practitioner, and on the order of some liberated soul, he is backing your preaching, then you can do that as a service. But independently, if you are not qualified, then that is dangerous. You will fall down. But if there is backing behind you of a liberated soul, he ordered you, then that is another thing. And if I am sincerely obeying the order of that, then that will be my practice by which I will be able to progress in devotion. But immediately if I have any false ego, I am liberated soul, I am pure devotee, I am preacher, I will rescue others. With false ego, if you go, then you will go down due to offense. But here we see Haridas Thakur is pure devotee. He was not brought down, but he uplifted that prostitute, very sinful. But her heart was changed by hearing Harinam from pure devotee that has a power. Then he initiated her into Harinam and gave her his own bhajan kutir, and he told, you serve Tulsi here, Tulsi is pure devotee, you serve her daily, and this is your place, and you cut off your hair, by which you attracted men, and with one simple cloth you come here. And she came with full faith in her guru, and she did bhajan there. Chant, he ordered her, you will chant here. She was chanting 3 lakhs Harinam daily and became pure devotee. And all devotees and other people, they all came to take her darshan and feed dust on their head. They were worshipping her. So lady can become pure devotee. It is not impossible. Lady can become guru. Lady can become ascetic if they are seriously doing bhajan. So yesterday we were observing her appearance day. Today we completed her biography as per this book, but biography or qualities of pure devotee, they are unlimited. No one can finish. Our Gurudev also told, I wrote this book, you will find biographies of devotees, but this is only some hint. You will get some idea, some hint. No one can complete the description of glories of devotees. No one. That is unlimited. Like Supreme Lord, his devotees also, their glories are unlimited, always increasing. So if we, with humbleness, if we hear and speak whatever is revealed to us, their glories, then that will be purifying for us. But no one can say, now I completed, now it is in my feast, now I know. No, with humbleness, if we do Shravan Kirtan, that will increase our devotion, and that devotion has got no end. Surrender has got no end, revelation has got no end. So at any time in devotional progress, real devotees, they are never having false pride. So I am bowing down to her lotus feet and praying for her causeless mercy for pure devotion to Krishna and his devotees. Tomorrow we'll further hear Bhagavatam. Today also, this was also Bhagavatam, because one is Bhagavatam book, Bhagavatam, and there is devotee Bhagavatam. She is embodiment of Bhagavatam. Bhagavatam means pure devotion to Krishna. You will find in Bhagavatam so many biographies of pure devotees. Mahaprabhu used to hear Dhruva, Prahlad, Ambarish, all other there so that we may get inspiration for devotion and example and guidance how to serve Krishna. So hearing the biographies, pastimes of real devotees and their teaching by their life, that is the same as hearing Srimad Bhagavatam. So tomorrow we'll continue.